Hello, my friends. How are you? This is a passionate Palo Santo stick right now, isn't it? Jess here. This is your full moon in 17 degrees of Aquarius healing. Wow, look at this. This is nuts. This doesn't normally light up like this. I wonder if we're going to get a lot of fire energy in our healing today. Well, I'm distracted. We're towards the tail end of Mercury retrograde, right? So, guys, if you're back, welcome back. I'm so glad that you found previous healing supportive. And if you're new, welcome. The way my healings work is I normally pull some cards. For this full moon, I was drawn to pull from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, as well as the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck for you today. And it just kind of sets the tone for the healing. I give about a 10-minute or so Reiki healing, and intuitive messages come up in the process. If you're brand new to Reiki, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. There's a full description of it down in the description box below, but know that it is a harmonious energy healing modality. It will never deplete anyone, it never causes harm, has nothing to do with my energy at all. But it does have to do with your willingness to be open and receiving that energy. So a lot of healing happens in our subconscious, that 90 to 95% of us that we're completely and utterly unaware of. But that doesn't mean that you won't experience conscious sensations, temperature changes, tinglies, epiphanies, messages, emotional releases, all sorts of things could happen. You could fall asleep. Whatever is meant for you is going to be the most harmonious for you. Now, it's so powerful, it can be done from a distance, which is why we're together here today. And the pre-recorded videos allow you the opportunity to come back if you feel the call. So if you do feel the call to come back and experience the healing again, listen to that call and remain curious. There might be a new level of the healing that you're ready to unlock within yourself. There might be a message that you didn't receive the first time around. Okay? So if you haven't checked out the weekly, go ahead and check out the weekly earlier this week. If you haven't checked out the Leo seasonal healing, all of those things, as well as our solstice healings I put out in June, all of those things could support if you're looking for more messages around this time. So the full moon, 17 degrees Aquarius. See what house that falls under in your chart. It feels like quite the culmination to me, to be honest. I think it's preparing us in a beautiful way for the new moon in Virgo happening on August 23rd. It's literally 0 point of Virgo. Talk about a new beginning. So I feel like with this review we've been in with Mercury retrograde, with Uranus recently moving into Gemini, Jupiter recently moving into Cancer, we've just had so much new energetically. So many of the outer planets have changed course and or are in new signs. And so we have a lot that we're integrating. And this Mercury retrograde has brought up a lot of old wounds for a lot of us, it seems. And yeah, just like good life review happening. So see if 17 of Aquarius falls in a house that kind of relates to what you're already going through. See if it resonates. Let us know down below in the comments where this full moon is going to be for you. But it's also going to be the day after the Lionsgate portal, 8/8, which is a beautiful, beautiful time to receive information, receive energy, receive insight and wisdom. So I highly recommend, obviously we all have life going on, but I highly recommend giving yourself some really nice moments this week of intention setting, whether it be specifically on 8/8 or 8/9 at the full moon. Set some intentions and really know that you have the power within you to make the choices that are going to be your most aligned path, but know that it's your choices that make things happen for you. So yeah, I've been picking up and a lot on the weekly healing as well, on accountability of our own healing, that we can really become empowered in that if we remember that we are our own self-healers in many ways. We have tools that come in and support us and, bring in extra insight. Excuse me. Oh, what a beautiful card to get. But you can receive all of the most amazing insight in the world, right? It's about what you do after that. So I find this week to be quite important. July was very, very powerful. And like I said, a lot of potent new things. There's also been a lot of turbulence in general, just in the 3D. And August feels like, especially this first week to 2 weeks, it really feels like this integration and final release of many old wounds for you, old wounds. And I completely get it. So this full moon in particular, I know I keep kind of branching out to talking about the week and stuff. It's just because we have a lot of different aspects happening at once and they all collaborate with each other, right? But let's really focus on this full moon now as we continue to pull cards. I've already pulled your goddess guidance cards. What do we have for animals? Not too many, please. I feel like sometimes when I say that, Spirit's like, I'll show you. Like in a playful way. Because you got a lot of animal cards. Hey, we're here for it, right? All right, I'm just organizing and then showing you. I know I have kind of like a different setup than I normally do. I wanted to be near my orange and I wanted to have a little bit of better light for you guys. So, okay, let's start with our goddess cards. You got abundancia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. This is a great card to see, but I'm already getting the repetition of the messages that were just coming through. It's like, great card to see, but are you just going to take it as a cool, so I'll wait for that to happen? Or are you going to listen to the last part of the message? Be open to receiving. Be open. I heard no one's going to save you. That's very interesting. I think amazing prosperity might be coming in, but there's let me think of the right way to say this. There is a really powerful partnership between the inspired action of your masculine and the receptivity of your feminine that needs to take place. Because look at this. Bottom of the deck is Ain, leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So you need to co-collaborate. That's kind of a redundant thing to say. You need to collaborate, co-create. And be able to really, this really feels like feminine and masculine to me already. See, guys, the messages are already coming through before Reiki's even started. Okay, let me show you the animals. If I can pick up the cards. You got the elk. Love, love, love the elk. Strong, earthly, masculine energy. We have the starfish. Something mesmerizing about that. Something kind of illusionary as well. We'll get into it. We got the crow. Spiritual wisdom, insight, watching over us, psychic ability, sixth sense kind of stuff. We have, wow, the cards do not want me to pick them up. We have the lion. Talk about Leo, Lion's Gate. We have strength. We have the mastery of our fire energy here. And wasn't I talking about fire before? We have the unicorn, the third eye, inner wisdom. And we have the fox. This is great for partnerships, relationships of all kinds. This is also like a very kind of witty, but also very loyal card. Yeah, this one feels very layered today. Okay, guys, bottom of the deck is butterfly transformation. Oh, I already feel this one's going to feel great. I'm feeling like a whole lot of tinglies already around my third eye and my head in general. So have a seat, lie down, do what feels best for you. You don't have to work when you receive Reiki. Just take a big breath into your body and give yourself the gift of your own attention. We're going to take a moment and thank the Reiki for all the healing that's about to take place for the collective for this full moon in Aquarius. Mm. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm feeling a whole lot of physical, physical sensations, and I'm just sitting with you and wanting to piece it out a little bit. My head is pounding. I'm feeling nauseous. The crown is opening up, very tingly, tickly kind of feelings there. Okay, we're going to take this a step at a time, my friends. The goddess cards are telling you that what you desire is already here and it is continuing to come in. So I think the first message is just come into the acceptance, the trust, and the faith that it's coming in. It's coming in. It's coming in. It might not be at the exact same time that you were planning. It might not be in the way that you were planning. It might not be at the speed in which you want it to go or with the exact people that you wanted to do it with, or you know what I mean? But it's here and it's coming in. And there is self-doubt that I'm feeling in regards to this taking a leap of faith aspect of it, um, because this feels like a really big new chapter for a lot of you that's coming. Maybe it's coming more around the new moon and we're already anticipating it, but this full moon is all going to be about releasing what won't serve us in this new chapter. And know that that doesn't have to be some huge grand gesture or something, you know, huge lightning bolt moment. That's, I'm not speaking well, but it doesn't have to be a huge lightning bolt moment for you to feel like something has really changed course or taken place for the better. Sometimes it's a subtle acknowledgement of, oh right, I could release that. Or, oh, that way of thinking or that way of communicating or that, you know, way, my outlook on that certain part of my life, that can change. I can tell that that doesn't serve me. Yeah. So the goddess cards are very clear, very direct. Your animals get very layered. We have a lot of beautiful stuff coming in with trusting our internal wisdom and our own intuition. We have actually, for some of you, we have an actual buildup in our sensitivities. We might be getting some really big intuitive hits, or like we just know something's coming and we could put it to words, even for some of us. For others, we just know something's coming. We just don't know exactly what it is. And it's just about trusting and having faith that we will be okay in whatever this is. I mean, it looks like it's pretty good. It looks like it's pretty good. Now, let me talk about the lion for a second. So the strength that I'm feeling here, the mastery of the fire, this is about us finding the balance between really going fast and hard on our creative endeavors and also knowing when to sit in our calm strength and to receive. The mastery of fire. So it's intuitive, it's creative, it's passionate, right? But you know what happens to a fire when it gets out of control, right? It's not that you need to be contained. It's about finding the balance. And I always come to the term calm strength when this lion comes up. It's about feeling simultaneously, I am powerful. I don't have to explain to anyone that I'm powerful. I know it, and I'm going to be calm and grounded in it. So it's this very patient waiting. It's a very patient waiting. And I think that's, yeah, I think that's really what the lion is telling you to do. It's like you feel something's coming, you feel something's releasing or something's moving. You can't quite put words to it, possibly. The lion is telling you to be patient. All right, so the starfish. The starfish comes in many different messages for me in different healings. But what I'm feeling with this one right now is be very, very, very clear and focused and conscious in the decisions you're making and what looks shiny and new. There are some really beautiful new things coming in that are grounded and healthy and wonderful. But if we are lacking patience and are just starting to get into the energy of, God, I just want new, I want a clean slate, I want to freshen it up, I want to throw this out and bring this in, like more impulsive type of behavior, that's what this is. That's what this seems to be calling out for us. That isn't always this card for me, like I said, but this is the message that's coming in. I'm also hearing superficial for someone. That could mean anything, guys. That could mean, connecting to someone who's a little too superficial for you and you want to go deeper. It could mean that you're looking at something too much on the surface and it's time to go deeper. But I am picking up, like I said, on this kind of impulsivity with that card. So that's just something to be aware of. Okay. Now, gosh, I don't know why these cards don't want to come up with me. All right. So the elk. The elk is a very powerful divine masculine card within the earth element. The one shadow of the elk is stubbornness. And other than that, the elk is the fiercest protector, so incredibly loyal. What's very interesting here is with this fox, I'm actually picking up on a partnership here for some of you. This doesn't have to be an intimate partnership. It could be um, a business partnership, friendship, family, but I'm seeing a partnership in terms of a dynamic where both are extremely loyal. Both are very, very loyal. One of you might be a little bit more like quippy or sarcastic or silly or like you're a jokester or something, and the other might be kind of stubborn. That might be the case. But I'm just trying to feel into that a bit because that's very specific and it might not be for all of you. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. It's really interesting, guys, because I'm feeling you don't have to do it alone. So take that as you will and how it relates to your personal situation. Okay. Could be a physical relationship. It could be, tap back into your spiritual practice and let's get deep and down into your guidance of what is greater than you. Who are you communicating with? Can we know that we are not alone and that we are fully supported, whether that's God, the angels, the guides, deities, the universe, energy, source, however you want to look at it. But I'm seeing that there's just a strong, strong push to trusting in your own intuition and being patient when things like this come your way. Okay? So, this, like I said, this could, I think you probably already know what's going on. But the underarching energy of it all is transformation. It's breaking away out of the chrysalis and transforming. So, I'm just, I'm trying to move on, but for some reason, the stubbornness aspect of the elk keeps coming in. I don't know what that would mean, what you might be stubborn about, or someone around you might be stubborn about. It could literally be that we are stubborn about the fact that we don't believe that we deserve what we desire, or it's just a little too uncomfortable to try something new. But I feel like on the other side of things, guys, that there is this like oppositional push of your intuition going like loud messages. Like, are you hearing me? I heard, is anyone home? Sorry, guys, I don't mean to laugh. It's just really funny. I hear, is anyone home? And then I almost see this person kind of like, like, I won't pay attention. I won't acknowledge that. So that might be something that you're going through right now. And it's about just really being aware of it and using the energy of Lionsgate into full moon, into coming out of Mercury retrograde, right? Because get ready, things are going to move fast. So let's do it in a way where we are not waiting for a hero, right? But we are sitting in this unwavering faith and knowing that the prosperity is coming in, like in real time, literally right now, as I speak. Can you feel it coming in? And if you can't, if your body contracts and resists to that, where is that? Ask why, okay? Let's tap in with chakras. I haven't even done that. It's been so many messages, my goodness. I think it's all pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to be surprised if there's anything new. Because, yeah, a whole lot of third eye. There was something in the weekly this week about the throat chakra, a lot of like truth coming out. And right now I'm feeling almost kind of like a dryness, like a scratchiness, which could mean that it's tired because you have expressed a lot of truth. It also feels like it's just not flowing as much. Let me do just a little bit of focus on the throat. Yeah, I found myself like humming. For some of you, low humming or chanting or even singing will stimulate your vagus nerve and can be really grounding and supportive if you're feeling like the fire is getting like a little bit too out of control. Mm, mm, yeah. Yeah, this is really beautiful, guys. They're just telling you to embody the lion, to embody the calm strength. Now, I want to be very clear again in saying that calm strength is not like, I'm going to look over here, I'm strong. It is still leading with love, it's still communicating with those around you, it's not isolating, and it's also not over explaining who we are or what we've believed or what we've worked through. Your work is your work and it's sacred. Okay. So you don't have to, unless it's something that's just absolutely beautiful and you're really wanting to share it with a loved one and you think it would be supportive. Absolutely. But there's something about over explaining there as well. Sitting in your calm strength, trusting in your intuition. Really notice in this transition through the full moon and into, Mercury going stationary direct, really notice the little subtle ups in sensitivity, if any. Notice in your body, notice in what you're hearing, Notice in what you see and how you feel around others. Just really be mindful. Be mindful, because you will receive a lot of wisdom if we just slow down a little bit during this time. Okay. So, yeah, like with the stubbornness, like for example, let's say this falls, I'm just giving an example. Let's say this falls in your second house of your assets, finances, worth. Let's say you're a hoarder of money. Again, just an example. I'm not picking up on anyone here. The stubbornness of the elk energy for you might be that you're grasping on and holding on too tight to your money, and it's about finding the energy flow of it, so I'm just giving you an example of what we can build from working with our charts and working with these messages. So I don't know if you noticed, but my voice is starting to feel like very froggy right now. Like it feels a little tired. It feels a little like just creaky. Like it kind of, honestly, guys, and this is sweet that they're kind of giving me this vibe. It reminds me of like when like the boy in middle school or high school is super nervous and comes up to ask the girl out to like the dance or to prom, and it's kind of like kind of like the way it comes out. I think whatever this is very important to you, and keep in mind that the bigger it is and the more impactful it is and the more aligned it is, the more shaky you might feel when you start to take bigger steps into moving towards this prosperity. But they're saying take that leap of faith. Yeah, this is beautiful. This was a whole lot of messages, whole lot of cards. All right. I just want to do like a little sweep down the chakras. So just give yourself a few breaths. You can imagine your inhale kind of going up the front of your body, up each chakra, and then hold it at the top, at the crown for just a little bit. And as you exhale, let it fall down your spine and down the back of your chakras. Hmm. Mhm. Okay, they're also giving me the symbolism again of burnout, which has been a huge theme in the past few healings, specifically with that Palo Santo going crazy earlier. Stubbornness might be, I need to work. Or you're grasping for some new form of income and there's something shiny and new out in front of you and you just want to take it because it looks good in the moment. Just take your time. Just take your time. It might be good. But yeah, your main pieces of advice are watch for the stubbornness and watch for the impulsivity. But I just want to show this again. There's this beautiful energy here, specifically in the partnership, but it's coming a lot from the fox here of just this like patient, loyal, like let's just find the joy in it. Let's have fun. Even if you're going through something, I'm here. Like there's such a safety in it that I feel that's really, really beautiful. It's really beautiful. So whatever that is to you, if that resonates, let us know in the comments if it feels aligned for you to share. All right, guys. So let's take a final breath in together. This one went kind of long. I want to focus on the blue of that throat chakra. I think that we could honestly focus on whatever resonates to us. When in doubt, go to a white crystalline light. But we're going to take a big breath in together. And as we hold it at the top, we're going to imagine that light coming down through our crown and into our body. Okay? So let's relax the body. Don't work too hard. Exhale and get all the air out. Slow inhale in through the nose. Hold it at the top. Feel that blue or white crystalline light coming down through the crown. Feel where it wants to go. Feel it fill the front and the back of the body. Feel what sensations it's bringing in. Yeah, feel the color coming in almost like a weighted blanket, grounding all the way down to the bottoms of your feet, rooting you into the earth, but allowing you to feel nice and light in the crown. See if you can just squeeze into that breath hold for just a moment longer. I'm hearing it's up to you. Wow. Let's exhale, push out what doesn't serve you. Now, I want you to know that when I heard it's up to you, it wasn't, I think tone means a lot to some people, right? It wasn't a, it's up to you. It was, it's up to you. Like, did you know? Did you know that you can choose? Did you know that? You can choose what changes are going to be made. You can choose what comes in and out of your life. Did you know that you have that power? It was an empowering and excited and curious tone. It was beautiful. All right, guys, let's lock your energy up nice and tight into your solar plexus chakra. We're not putting on armor or guarding. We're saying what's mine is mine and what does not serve me, kindly stay out. Oh, I'm feeling that throat chakra opening up again. It's tingling like crazy. Woo! What's going on in your communication and your truth right now, guys? What's going on in your throat chakra? And I mean, I'm just speaking to the spiritual, mental, emotional aspects. Maybe there's something physically going on there as well, but it feels like an opening. It was kind of like froggy, raspy, and I feel like I want to do this. This is really fascinating because I was seeing this on reference to on a TV show the other day, and I used to do this a lot in massage school, but lion's breath, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but it is fantastic for the throat chakra, and it looks super silly and sometimes scary to people, but as you're exhaling, you open your mouth as wide as you can and you stick out your tongue. And you can even make sound as you're exhaling, like a, that kind of opening of that area. That just came up. So that might be a tool that could support someone. It's also fantastic for sore throats, just FYI. Lion's breath. Very interesting. And that all makes sense with the Lionsgate portal and all of that stuff. So, wow, guys, this is beautiful. I hope you found this healing supportive. Let me know what's going on down in the comments and send love out to everyone else. I hope you'll like the video. Subscribe if you haven't joined this amazing community of beautiful souls yet. Like I said, drop a comment. Thank you so much to you guys who send in donations. You guys are just the sweetest. I really am so incredibly grateful to connect with you guys every week. And I'm so glad that these healings are supportive for you guys. So I appreciate that energy exchange very much so. And if you want to know all the work that I do, it's down below, from my self-love one-on-one deep dive coaching to one-on-one Reiki sessions, to my equilibrium community. So I also have a lot of free resources down there as well. Do let me know if you have any questions about my services. I answer my email very regularly. And lastly, my next Reiki level 1 and 2 training, I'm looking to project to the new year. So if that's something that you're feeling the call to, check out the Reiki link down below, add your email to the wait list just so that I can make sure that you're updated on when that's finally announced. If you're feeling that call, it's such a beautiful, beautiful thing that I think every human would benefit from just by bringing it into their lives. So guys, I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Happy full moon.